Hi, I'm Belldon, founder of Nutritional Fitness, and let's take just a few seconds to talk about sugar, okay? I was reading an article just a few days ago that said, hey, I work with people who are diabetic, and whenever they come in, the first thing I ask is sugars. Where are you getting sugars? Where are they found in your diet? And I'm thinking to myself, this is such utter ignorance. Why is it ignorance? Well, it's ignorance because sugar isn't evil. Sugar isn't the problem. Like so many foods, the more highly processed a sugar becomes, the more it can become toxic for your body. But not all sugars are processed, are they? There's honey, maple syrup, and any number of other kinds of sugars available, and they do not create a problem in your body compared to what I'm going to share with you right now. What I'm going to share with you right now is one of the number one causes of diabetes and heart disease, and it is diet foods, sugar-free foods, foods that are sweet but don't contain anything that should be sweet. Okay? Here's what happens when you put a diet, sugar-free, sweet product into your body. That product hits your tongue. And you have taste buds on your tongue that taste it. And we like to think those taste buds are just there to bring us pleasure and joy. But the body is very much form follows function. And what that means is something that exists in your body probably has a function for being there. And secondary to that function is the joy that it might bring us or the other reasons it might be there. Okay. So what is the function of taste buds? Well, as soon as you taste a food, your body's digestive system begins preparing for that food to enter your body, to process it and to get it into your body where it can be used. In the case of something sweet, that means one of the things that your body begins producing is insulin. Insulin's job is to bond with sugar, enter it into your body in a healthful way, and to use it appropriately. But what happens when your body starts creating insulin and no sugar comes? Well, then we have an insulin spike. And when we have an insulin spike, the liver is going to begin producing glucose to go bond with that insulin so that you don't contain a dangerous imbalance in your body. As that glucose is overproduced because it's being produced so fast, insulin is now down and glucose is up, and you have a blood sugar spike. And this process continues until it normalizes, like waves on a pond. And once it normalizes, what do? You take another drink of that sweet substance, and we do this all over again. This action of insulin spike, sugar spike, insulin spike, sugar spike is what creates a breakdown in the insulin response in the body when it's repeated over and over and over again over time. And now we have diabetes because we have an inability to control blood sugar in the body. Here at NF, one of the first things that we see happen is a regulation of blood sugars in the body, a normalization, because one of the first things that we eliminate is false triggers. Sugar isn't the problem. The false sweet trigger is the problem. And when we eliminate the false triggers so that the body can perform properly, and when sugar comes into the body can now manage it appropriately, we find blood sugars normalize very, very quickly. So what's the problem? Sugars or sweet stuff that isn't sugars? And the answer is sweet stuff that isn't sugars. So one of the first things that you want to clear out of your eating plan is anything that's a poser food. That is to say, a food pretending to be something that it's not. I'm pretending to be sweet, but I have no sugar. That's a poser food. And if you eliminate those, you'll be elevating your body. You'll be elevating the health of your body in a very profoundly positive way. Now, I do want to put a caveat on here. If you have way too much sugar, is that a problem? Well, yeah, it really, really is. Way too much of anything in your body is a problem because it creates an imbalance in the beaker. It creates an imbalance in the chemistry of your body. And that is definitely something that you want to avoid. So sugar in balance, preferably non-processed real sugars, those found in fruit, honey, maple syrup, and several other things, are actually wholesome for you. Kept in balance, like everything needs to be kept in balance. Hope that helps.